Hello, this is Nutritionist Harpreet Pasricha, and we all know that we need to eat healthy, isn't it? हमको सारे तरह के खाना खाना चाहिए, whether it is rice or whether it is carbohydrate, whether it is fruits, whether it's vegetables. We should eat all type of foods, isn't it? But it's not just important to eat all the food groups, all the vitamins, all the minerals, but it is also very important to retain these nutrients while we are cooking. Yes. So when we cook our food, and if it's not cooked in a right way, we end up losing a lot of nutrients, especially water soluble vitamins and minerals. So today we are going to talk about certain ways and methods by which what you can practice at home in your kitchen, and you can make sure that you're retaining these nutrients and making the maximum out of it. So my first tip for you to retain the maximum nutrients, especially the water soluble vitamins, is you have to see that you are not cutting the vegetables and washing them. You have to make sure that you've washed your vegetables well and then you're chopping the vegetables. So for example, there is carrot and there is radish. So you can wash, peel, that is peel off, scrape off the peel, and then wash it again and then chop it or cut your vegetables. So that way you will be able to retain the nutrients, especially the water soluble nutrients, and that way you will get the maximum benefit out of all the vegetables and fruits. So my another tip is, do not reheat your food again and again. So when I say reheat your food, many a times हम एक बार खाना बना के रख देते हैं, फिर उसको हम अगले 2-3 दिन के लिए फ्रिज में रख के उसको बार बार गर्म करके खाते रहते हैं. So अगर आपकी दाल सब्जी कुछ भी है, if you keep reheating that many times, you will lose the nutrients from those. So best is actually the best thing is to freshly chop and freshly make the vegetable and use it. But sometimes it's not practical, especially if you're working and you have to do some pre-preparation. So the another way is minimize reheating. So आप उतना ही खाना बनाओ which can be consumed in 1 or 2 reheating, and it is not used up for another 3 or 4 days in the refrigerator. So don't reheat your food. Try and have a freshly cooked food. So another important point is you need to understand what are the different types of oil and in what cooking methods, in what cooking practices you should be using what kind of oil. So for example, अगर आपने बेसिक तड़का लगाना है तो तड़का तो आप किसी भी ऑयल में लगा सकते हो. सब्जी का तड़का लगाना है तो you can do it mustard oil, or you can do it till oil, or you can also do it in sunflower oil. But अगर आपको frying करनी है, then you cannot be using olive oil, or you can't use coconut oil for deep frying. So similarly, if you're doing salad, then you have to use a virgin cold pressed olive oil or a coconut oil for your salad. So understanding कि कौन सा oil जो है उसका smoke point क्या है, how much it can, its chemical structure, its molecular structure can be retained. You have to learn that and understand that and use it in your cooking practices. Also, using a wrong cookware can damage the nutrients from the food. So जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया कि it's not just about आप क्या खा रहे हैं, but आप कैसे पका रहे हैं also makes lot of difference. So अगर आप सही बर्तन नहीं यूज कर रहे हैं for cooking or for even storing, that can damage the nutrients. So for example, the non-stick ware, I wouldn't want you to go with a non-stick ware, but rather with a cast iron or stainless steel. Or if you are storing the food, then not in the plastic, but you have to store it in either ceramic or a glassware again. So understand what are the good utensils which you should have in your kitchen. It's better to invest in that and take care of your health than later running to the doctors and investing into the medications. Another simple tip what you have to take care, which most of the people do, but still, if you're soaking dal, rajma, chana, anything, you have to see that you're discarding the water in which you have soaked. So there are two things. जब हम boil कर रहे होते हैं वो water आपने retain करना है. So उससे पहले I'm talking about the previous practice, that is जब हम अच्छे से उसको wash कर देते हैं, फिर soak कर देते हैं, whether it is rice, whether it is dal, whether it is chawli, you have to discard the water because it has lot of anti-nutrients into it. But when you're boiling the chana or rajma, that water is what you have to retain and make curries with. So these were my simple tips what you can practice in your kitchen and retain maximum nutrients and make the best of what you are cooking and eating. So whether it is using right kind of cookware, right kind of oil for different foods, or whether it is even preserving the food in refrigerator. If you follow these tips, you will be able to make the maximum out of the food what you're eating. Hope you found this video useful. So for more such videos, subscribe to this channel.